Good morning. Welcome, Team Southside, where teamwork makes the dream work. Ms. Reynolds here.
And Misty, and I have some fabulous fifth graders with us this morning. We've got
Lainey.
And Lainey, your teacher is?
Miss Molax.
Great.
Emily from Miss Molinex's class.
All right, and these ladies are here to help us out this morning, so let's go ahead and stand up and say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We hope you guys are having a great Thursday already. This week has flown by. Guess that's what happens when you have a short week. So we hope it's been a great week so far. And of course, today is going to be wonderful as well. All right, you guys. So yesterday, we kind of had like a miniature, not even really an S mystery, just a fun math splat. And today we have one that looks very similar, if not the exact same.
All right, we're going to do the same splat again because, as you noticed yesterday, I left out some very key information. I did not shrink down the picture enough that you could see the total number of dots that were supposed to be on the splat. So, since we didn't do that yesterday, we're going to have the same one again. And now, hopefully, you can see the total number of dots and can determine how many dots are under each splat. Please remember, every splat has the same number of dots under it.
All right, so yesterday was just like a premonition, a preview of today. So hopefully now that you have that number, you can figure out just how many dots are underneath. All right, so this week is obviously a short week, but next week is a full week, and it is a full week of iReady. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be testing every single day on the iReady test, but it means a lot of you are starting your iReady diagnostic test next week. Remember, you will take reading, and you will also take math. Good news is this is your final diagnostic test. So we have some advice from these lovely fifth graders. They are going to share some advice on how you can succeed and do well on your iReady test next week. First, let's talk about reading. So girls, when you're taking the reading iReady test, what are a couple ways that you feel like what are some strategies that you feel like helps you be successful?
So read the whole text, to make sure you don't miss out on any details that you might need for a short answer response or something like that.
Great advice, Emily. So the passage is very important to you when you're taking the iReady test because that passage is full of information that is going to help you answer those questions. However, if you don't read the passage, then you're going to miss out on that information and you're going to overlook some answers. So take time to really read that passage. Lainey, what's something else?
Make sure you reread the passage as well.
Yes, really just rereading anything. Reading is one of my favorite tests to take, and here's why. That's because the answers are inside of the passage. However, you just have to take time to reread and search for those answers. So take that time. And that goes with another strategy that's really important for iReady is to take your time. You have as much time as you need. So you have plenty of time to do your best and take your time reading those passages. Another strategy that Mr. Reynolds mentioned.
I prefer, when I do a reading test, to read the questions first. That way, when I read, I'm reading with a purpose. I'm looking for the answers to the questions. So if you will take the time to read the questions and then go and look for the answers in the passage, usually it makes it a little easier.
That is definitely going to help out. So use all of these friendly advice, ideas, and strategies when you're taking the reading iReady. And we have some strategies for you to use when you're taking math iReady as well. What do you think, girls?
Use your scrap paper because if you do something in your head, you could get it wrong, possibly.
Such great advice. I mean, listen, we all have big brains, and I know everybody's a rock star at math. But like Emily said, if you don't write it out and use your strategies, you're definitely more likely to make a mistake. You will all have scratch paper. It will literally be sitting next to you. So there's no reason that you can't use that. So we definitely want to see that you're using your scratch paper, working out your strategies. Your teachers have taught you a ton of strategies. Your job is to use those strategies and use your scratch paper for it. Lainey, can you think of any other strategies that we could use in math?
Probably just to...
When I finish using math strategies, one thing I could do after I have my answer, I could double what?
Check.
I can double check it. So double check your work, double check your answer, and that's going to help you as well in math.
And I think you guys were talking about something else earlier that's really important. we know with the iReady test that the better you do, the more questions you get right, what happens?
It gets harder.
It
That's
gets harder. That's
right.
right. The questions get harder the more you get right. And so you may come to a question where you just don't know how to do it, or you just don't know the answer. And if you've tried your best and you've used all the strategies that you can think of and you still don't know the right answer, what should we do then?
Like try to double check just to make sure.
Very
it seems
good.
like the most right answer.
Yep.
But eventually we have to just do what if
Lainey,
we don't
what
know
do we
the
have
answer?
to do?
Probably
Take your what?
best guess.
Exactly.
Take your best guess and move on.
Yes.
Because there aren't any problems on this test that should take you 10 minutes to do.
Exactly.
Right.
And if anything, that'll make you frustrated. So you can be a resilient learner. And when you get to those challenging questions, make sure you coach yourself up. You may not know. You may not understand. It may be something you've never seen before, like Mr. Reynolds said. But first, you need to coach yourself up and know, hey, that's a good thing. That means I'm doing a good job. Then you need to do what Emily said. Use your strategies, try to think of things you know, make connections, and that can help you out. And then finally, if you still can't arrive to an answer, you're going to do what Lainey said and make your best guess and move on. And you guys are going to do a phenomenal job. We believe in you. We know you're resilient learners, and we are looking forward to see how you perform next week. All right, you guys. Well, you know we love to see you be
Safe, respectful, and responsible.
and
It's
always a great day to be a Southside Stallion. Bye.